All right, I'm gonna try to do this video. I apologize to all my elder family members and people that don't really do a lot of harsh language. If I get a little excited, I apologize if my language goes off the rails a little bit. All right, but that being said, I'm gonna talk about this thing with this cop choking a little black girl in class. Man, it is what it is. I mean, the situation is what it is. It happened. It's done. They're going forward. The cops, I guess, is on leave or whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm not. I mean, I mean, that happens. It's a person that did not need to be in a position of authority. Ran across a person who was going through a rough time in their life. Had a rightfully so a poor attitude. The girl just lost her mama and her grandma. Just got put in foster care. New school. I mean, yeah, my attitude wouldn't be too damn good either towards anybody. I felt like I was all alone in the world. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. My beef is with you, Facebook world, or the people in my Facebook world. First, I'm gonna talk to the people that are defending this guy. How in the hell can you open your mouth? See, this is why people like you can say to have the best stance for anything in the world, and nobody will give a damn what you got to say because you will blindly defend that stance, even when it's disproven. You will blindly defend anything, like you defend cops right now. This is a grown man grabbing a little girl. You can say, oh, she's 16 or whatever age she is, or she acting grown. They call it acting grown for a reason, because you ain't grown. You're still a child, okay? How many of y'all had a great attitude and were freaking proper every time you dealt with your mom, dad, or teacher or whatever when you were 16? Come on, man. Be for real. Be for real, okay? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why you can do that, because, and in this case, and it's sad to say, especially talking about a young woman or a young little girl, young woman, young lady, however you want to call it, because the one commodity, the one resource we have that we should be just protecting with all our might, because that is our future. We got no future without our young women. You know what I mean? We'll sit there and watch her get manhandled, thrown around, choked, and say she was 100% at fault, 100% wrong, the guy was right, whatever. For most of you that are defending the cop, you're white. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, at least in my Facebook world, I got about 2,000 friends. Most people that are defending the cop are white. It is what it is. Or a couple of affluential black people. That's just the way it's shaked out. Trust me, I took a couple of days, I've looked over it like I normally do before I talk about anything. And it just made me start thinking about this thing I saw the other day on TV. It's called The Human Condition. And then in parentheses, it said, or the conditioning of humans. And they weren't talking about this, but it relates. And I think that's what got me so upset this morning, because I had an epiphany. You know why people will defend the cops, whether it be this incident, Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, the little boy with the BB gun in the park. And you notice I'm only dealing with the kids. All right, I'm only dealing with incidents with calling them cops and kids, white cops and black kids. And you might not want to admit it to us or to yourself, but you really don't see black people as human, or you see us as less than human. Our lives have no value to you, because if a parent walked in that school because the teacher said their child was acting up, and that parent snatched that child up by the neck and slung him around that room, that parent would be in jail in 30 minutes. Why? People would say, you don't treat a child like that. But this cop does it. all of a sudden is no child should be acting like that or whatever. No, you can dress it up however you want to dress it up, man. Let's call a spade a spade. You know, no pun intended. You don't see any value in that young woman's life. You don't see you don't feel like she has anything to offer this world at all. And that if she was taken out of it just like that, this world would not change one bit. And that's sad, people. That's so sad. Michael Vick fought dogs years ago. And people still want him out of the NFL. People still want to treat him bad. They don't want to see his face. No, they don't want him to prosper at all in life. I love dogs. I love animals. But you can hold that grudge for all them years. But a day, an hour after seeing a video of a young black woman getting choked and slung around a classroom for just sitting there, pretty much. You want to run her in the ground and talk about the condition of our kids these days and blah, 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 blah. Come on, man. Come on. She resisted arrest. Let me come choke you and see what you do. You know what? It's called a survival instinct. You know what I mean? If I push you down, you're going to put your hands out to catch yourself. If I hold your head on the water, you're going to try to pick your head up to get out. If I put my arm around your neck, you're going to reach up to relieve. If I put anything around your neck, you're going to reach up to relieve that pressure on your neck. Because guess what? Your body don't give a damn what's going on around you. It just know it needs another breath of air. That's it. She wasn't resisting. She was trying to breathe, man. I mean, we're talking about a child here, people. A child. A child. Okay? A child. You were a kid once. You were a child. And when you were a child, you did childish things. It was up to adults to show you that what you're doing was childish, not choke you out. I'm just saying. If I see value in something, I'm going to protect it. If I don't, I ain't give a damn what happens to it. You know, if I see a $100 bill blowing down the street, I'm going to run and try to step on it. Yeah, if I see a honey bun wrapper blowing, I might take a couple steps to pick it up, but if the wind catching, I ain't chasing it. The trash man pick it up, I'm going to be like, damn, thanks for getting that trash off my street, man. I wanted to go on anyway. Thank you. High five. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's that simple, man. That's how I feel like we're being treated right now. It's trash. And I feel like this is for my white people now. This is for my white people. And I'm gonna tell you, when you're the one of the white people that's like, I'm not racist, I don't do anything wrong, blah 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 blah. When you hit that, when you start singing that song, when black people stand up and are like, we're tired of this shit, yeah, I'm putting it to you like this. I heard a guy tell a black guy, older black guy, tell an older white guy this not too long ago, because the white guy was like, man, I ain't racist, you've known me. He was telling the black guy, you know me all my life, and he was like, I just, it ain't, whatever. Well, the black guy looked at him and said, if it was 1960 and I live between you and another white guy, and my kids sit there and watch that other white guy hang me in a tree, and you don't do nothing about it, do you think they're gonna say, oh well, white people did my daddy wrong, but this guy's cool because he didn't help him? Or are you gonna say that you just as bad because he ain't stop him? Think about it. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna end it with my people. You ain't getting no clear pass, yo. You're not getting a clear pass. Where are we at? You know what I'm saying? I counted over 100 black men, not black people, black men that are on my friends list that have black daughters. 3 of you, 3, 1, 2, 3, have said something even relevant to this situation. dude, when Trayvon Martin got killed, I had to stay in the house for about a week, man. Cause Trayvon looks like my son. I got a mixed son, same complexion, tall as hell, 16. Looks like my son, and it did something to me. And y'all saw how vocal I was about that, because it just hurt my heart, man. But for all of you black men with these daughters, and you can sit here and watch this, remember, silence implies agreement. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you don't open your mouth, you take what they give you, man. And I'm saying, I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, go out and kill the cops. No, I ain't about all that. But I am about taking care of your own. I'm about taking care of your own, man. And this is for everybody. And you might not agree with Minister Farrakhan, and I don't agree with everything he says, but he said something a little while ago. I was watching one of his speeches, and I hope this resonates with somebody. And he said, and I think it relates to this, and he said, if it's going to take our black community to stand up and be willing and show that we're willing to fight, bleed, and die for respect and equality. And he said, and it's our unity that will keep us from ever having to fire a shot. And he said, but we got to show that we're willing. Think about it. Think about it. While y'all sitting back and scrolling down, you click on one World Star video, skip anything that might make you think a little damn bit. Hey, man, what are you doing to our kids out here, man? What are we leaving our kids, guys? Think about it. Because guess what? Now it is our kids that's in this shit. It ain't some random dude. It ain't some random thug no more. All right? That's somebody's daughter. Somebody's daughter. Think about it, man. Think about it. Could be yours next.